Hey. Check. I.O.W. Sports. Hey. I.O.W. Sports.
Let's
hey.
go. Hey.
W Sports.
Hey.
I.W. Sports. What up, world? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Wild Carmar in the building.
Black Bubba Watches here.
What's good? It's that nigga up in here.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining us for another episode of I.O.W. Sports.
It's the sports editions with little old me.
BB's here. You know,
I'm
she normally ain't
here.
here on Thursday, but she here.
Right.
Listen, y'all better see. Y'all gonna see me
Yeah,
all
that's-
every Thursday.
Nah, I'm
Special
cool with
guest
it.
up in here.
Every Thursday, I'm here.
cool with
so.
Who you nigga? Who you?
Yeah.
Nigga, you know who
I'm
I
just
am.
saying, we ain't seen you in a minute. You looking
Right.
all
Listen,
skinty. What's
I'm
up?
real skinny. Listen,
Gotta
let me tell y'all.
reintroduce
So you
yourself.
Hold on.
fasting?
Let me tell y'all.
Right. You smoking?
Working at
Yeah. Hey, crack is whack. What Whitney say?
Dude.
Crack is whack.
No, so
swallow
working
fat.
where I work at, I literally walk
Yeah, you
14
moving.
miles a night.
Yeah, you-
like
yeah, you
literally.
You doing that
I
graveyard shit.
I started in October with them. I have lost literally, I got on a scale last night, 45 pounds.
Oh, word?
Wow.
Okay.
I'm talking about girl. Get
Oh,
up. That
Wow.
thing on Amazon better than Jenny Craig.
Man, listen.
Hey, you might want to slow down. People might think you doing some
You know what
shit.
I'm saying?
I'm like, what is she
Face be all
doing?
sunk in.
Hell no.
What happened?
Hey, you know your grandmama gonna ask you want that booger sugar,
Right.
baby?
Listen, I video chatted her the other day.
Hey, we cutting up. We need to
We
get to the
already,
show.
let's do the show. And you got a special
I know.
guest, man.
We
Who's our
do
guest
have a
today?
special guest. Man, I ran into this guy on Facebook by happenstance, and he has a podcast on there. I'm gonna let him tell the details about it. But like it's crazy because you know how you can feel like good people through
Right,
the internet.
Kind of like how we did with you, but
Yeah.
we got to meet you.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally like their whole crew, like that whole cast that they got on their podcast. So our special guest, who is a basketball fanatic, and we gonna let him just pretty much have the show and talk some basketball. Representing the Man Down Podcast Network, we got Melvin Wall in the building.
What's good?
What's up, y'all? What's up? Yeah, hey, I appreciate y'all for having me on the show, man. I couldn't wait to do it.
No, we was about to say that, man. We appreciate you for being on the show,
Yeah,
especially
man.
me,
Right,
because I love what y'all do on that podcast, and y'all keep it so 100, and y'all keep it so hilarious. So,
It is funny, man, but it's crazy though, because Lamar, you probably the funniest one out of all of us. You know,
Right, he be thinking he's not comical,
Right,
and
right.
he is the most comical man there is.
hey, you
I
know,
know,
that,
man.
hey, I literally just be at the house high as a guy.
We know. We are aware you are high right now.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Okay.
no.
I'm
Lamar,
saying it gets my creativity.
Lamar, you remember like the first time you start tuning in to our lives, and like you had said some messed up stuff, man. And I think me and Jay was like, man, Lamar either drunk or high. It's one of them, man.
Now you know how we felt when he first came on our show, right? And now he's the host.
Hey, he be cracking us up though, man.
Not because y'all know me, I love sports and I love talking shit. So
Right.
I mean, it's
They go
literally
hand in
like
hand.
their podcast is like almost like barbershop talk, and they filming it like it's crazy.
Oh, okay.
But man, Mel, go ahead, like plug away, bro. Like tell them about the podcast, Facebook page, and any ventures you got going on, bro.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, so like you said, it is the Man Down Podcast, and we do have a network called Man Down Podcast Network. So if you can just search that in YouTube, and you'll find we got a couple of podcasts, black-owned podcasts, Bird
Yes,
Dog
it's
Brain
here doing
Talk is
that.
another
I like
sports podcast. We got Therapeutic Rap is another podcast, and
Yeah.
Cheat Code, and I'm missing one. Desk of a Center, right? So we got 5 or 6 podcasts, right? So and we also got a Facebook group under Man Down, and that's where most of the trash talking comes from, whether it's sports, politics.
I'm about to go join it right now.
Oh yeah, please do, man, because we be in there live, man. So and it's not just sports, man. We touch everything because we like to think of ourselves as responsible human beings, as responsible individuals. So we can't just ignore everything else is going on in society and just talk sports. You know, we don't want to do that here, so we cover it all. But you know, sports is the foundation.
Okay.
That's pretty much us.
Yeah. Now, tell them where you from, because that'll kind of explain why you love basketball. Tell them where you from. Man.
Well, I'm from North Carolina. Born and raised in Greensboro, right? So and people from North Carolina think that's where, like, you know, a lot of people see it as the Bible Belt, but to me, it's like a basketball state to me. You know, to be honest, you know, you got Duke, you got the Tar Heels there, you got NC State, you got all, you know, and we got a lot of people that came from there. David Thompson, of course, MJ, Tar Heel, you know.
The end of the discussion is done right there. What you say, MJ?
But since you said MJ, you mentioned some of the rival schools. Which college team are you pulling for in basketball?
See, Lamar didn't tell y'all my uniqueness about how I'm. Like, I love sports, right?
Oh no, I want you to explain this. I don't want to spill the tea. This is for you, bro, to say this.
Listen, this is gonna make or break our friendship right now. So it
is gonna make a break. So previously, I was a Tar Heel fan, right? Okay. That's why I rooted for. But in the last maybe 3 or 4 years, I don't pull for any team. Whether it's college, whether it's pro, I just don't pull for a team. I don't pull for a player. And you know, we can get into another time why that is, but you know, just in a nutshell, I just grew up and decided, like, there's no reason why I should be on an emotional roller coaster. Dealing with strangers I don't know and dealing with a franchise that don't pay me. So I can't be emotionally invested in a team. Although I do love the sport, I will follow the sport, and wherever I see good football or good basketball, that's where I'm going to, you know, draw my attention to. So if your team is playing good, I'm going to watch it. If I love a team and they're playing horrible and I don't like the brand of basketball they're playing, why would I watch it?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I like that.
That's how I am. So I don't have a squad anymore.
Nah, I give you credit on that because I'm an emotional creature. I'm a Cancer, man. I'm emotional.
Yeah,
we don't. When sports come on, we don't. Text
I'm just saying. I didn't dealt with 31 years of some bad football. I didn't dealt with almost like another 29 years of some bad baseball in Kansas City. So
imagine how I felt every time I take the long in the
facts on that.
Right. Look, no, this is no lie. I used to because you know I was stationed in Virginia, so I used to come home. It was a 3-hour drive to get home. I used to come home every weekend, and I would watch the Panthers game on Sunday before I get back on the road to go back to Virginia, right? And I would have a headache every time they lost. Driving like that shouldn't happen to a grown person to have allow a franchise that you're not really affiliated with affect your health, you know. And I just couldn't roll like that.
Now, I like that because, you know, I had made a transition to think similar to that, but not all the way. I haven't got all the way that way, but
you ain't quite there yet, bro.
I ain't quite there yet. Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you. Let me explain a little bit. I used to be so invested into my teams, where like when they lose, I couldn't even function for a while. I'd be like, don't talk to me. Don't nobody call me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk. I want to hear nothing. So I
can't confirm or deny if
I've
done that.
So I can't, you know what I'm saying? I found myself like really like I'd be upset. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'd say this. The last time I was really upset was 2018 AFC Championship game because D Ford.
Right. I can understand that.
I was highly upset about that one.
I would say
because I think we would have beat the Rams.
But I just got one question. Your teams always lose, so
that's not true. That's not true.
You're used to Detroit.
No, that's not true. That's true about the Lions.
Okay, that's about the Lions.
Okay.
When's the last time the Tigers won a championship?
They won what? They went to the
Detroit Tigers. No.
The Tigers went to
the World Series is cool and all, but if you ain't winning,
let me finish.
What's we talking about?
Y'all won't let me finish my point.
Did they win?
No. Y'all so invested in dog in the Detroit that you won't allow me to finish my point.
Finish your point.
I know it's about to be some bull.
No, it's not though. But it's not. But listen. Because I'm older than y'all. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I know Jesus. Okay, let me finish. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
You was at the Last Supper.
So we can get back to
I forgot now. Never mind. Go
anyway.
Go ahead.
Let's go to Melvin on this basketball. Let's talk some basketball.
I mean, you do love basketball. I mean, come on, Detroit Pistons at their time. They did. I can't front on that. But anyway, Melv, you love basketball.
Yep.
James Harden trade. It literally happened last night, just out of nowhere.
Right.
Man, give me your thoughts on that trade, man.
I mean, I like it.
For who though?
It give them a chance to do something special, and there is gonna be challenges on the court and challenges off the court. But that goes with everybody.
Yeah.
But the only difference with them is their challenges are going to be publicized, right? Like there was locker room challenges with the Lakers when in that championship run last year, but you just didn't hear about it. Everybody go have those little bumps in the road and ups and downs, but it's just the fact that the Nets the media is kind of gunning for them, especially Kyrie Irving. And everything's gonna be bought out to the front. And you can kind of see how the vibe is, because on TV, as far as anchors and analysts goes, you either on one end of the LeBron spectrum. Either you're gonna talk down on LeBron, or you're gonna talk him way up, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, everything is LeBron centric. So if you are a player or a team that is somehow get caught in the crossfire of that, like Kyrie, he's an automatic foe of LeBron because of some things he said, and all of LeBron's talking heads are coming after him. Same thing with KD. KD, took two rings that people feel like LeBron should have had, so people are going to wait to pounce on him. And same thing with the Clippers, Paul George and Kawhi. They're going to wait to pounce on them whenever they can, right? Just being a LeBron rival. So whenever the Brooklyn Nets have any bump in the road, just look for them to blow it way out of proportion, because they really threatened by these players and these teams, man. So that's how I look at it. But basketball wise on the court, I think they could do some damage if they can get past all that.
Okay.
What do you think is going to be James's biggest attribute to this new team?
Of course, scoring.
We know this. I was say damn sure not defense.
Of course, scoring. But they got to figure out how they're going to do it. So the best way that they can do it is if James Harden decides to play more of a Klay Thompson role, where he becomes a shooter, which kind of put him kind of like where he was at with OKC, but he won't be the sixth man this time. And I think Kyrie has to play more. Put it this way: Harden and Kyrie both got to scale their game back just a little bit, and let KD flourish. Right? They're gonna have to scale their game back a little bit. Klay Thompson did it. Steph did it for KD, right? And I think how that looks for Harden and Irving is Harden has to become more of a conventional point guard. He has to play a little bit more like Rondo, unless it's time for him to percolate. So he's really got to be setting people up. And James Harden has to play a little bit more like how Paul Pierce was, where I'm a scorer, but whenever Rondo don't have the ball, I can handle the ball then, right? So they're gonna have to figure it out like that.
Now Harden's never really been a off the ball kind of offensive player, really.
He wasn't OKC. He's got the ability to do it. He can do it. It's just about if he wants to do it. He can do it. Like he can catch and shoot. See, the difference between the big three in Miami is LeBron and Wade. What they were, neither one of them was catch and shoot players. So they struggled that first year, even though they made it to the finals. They got exposed because we trying to fit a square in a triangle. It just doesn't work. You got two people that need to drive and kick. And if I drive and kick the Wade, what is he gonna do? Drive and kick again? So he's not a catch and shoot player, but Harden can be a catch and shoot player.
Okay.
It's just about if he wants to be that.
And speaking of that, like with the whole Kyrie situation, how is this situation even going to first be handled, and two, with how does the gelling even come apart if they're not even together?
I mean, that's up to Kyrie can make that decision overnight and say, all right, I'm locked in. You know, so I don't really see it as a big deal. The way I look at that Kyrie situation is, if something that's non-basketball related that's bothering him, then they need to deal with that and stop trying to force him to play basketball, because obviously, that's kind of what he's bucking up against. Everybody keeps saying you need to do this, you're on a contract, blah blah blah. A person like Kyrie, that's going to make him do the opposite.
Yeah.
Right. So if the Brooklyn Nets really wanted to help Kyrie out, they need to sit down and say, hey, look, how can we help? Is it bothering you, something that's dealing with social justice? If so, let us help you out with that. But we need you to come back. If they do that, then they might get somewhere. But once he does come back, they'll be fine. I think it'll be about basketball at that point, man. But everybody gets bored with the regular season.
True that.
Very.
But with this trade, do you feel that the Nets gave up a lot of their depth on that bench to get Harden?
Ooh, that's a good question.
They gave up two good bench players. One was a scorer, one was a defender and a rebounder. You can get another defender and rebounder in free agency easily. Yeah. Can you get another scorer? Maybe not for the future, but sure, you can go and pick up Jamal Crawford from free agency right now. They had him last year. I know he's like 40, but you can pick up Jamal Crawford. You can pick up another guard that can score the ball. You can make another move. You can make another trade. So no, I mean, I don't think they gave up too much. Who doesn't want a big three? Every time we had a big three, if you look at everything after Michael Jordan, every time we've had a big three, they won at least one. Boston won one. D Wade and LeBron won one. And Golden State, when they had the big three with Clay, Steph, and KD, they won two. So every time you had a big three, they've won. Yeah, so who would you rather have, a big three, or would you rather have a bench with a big two?
No, I hear you.
We like big threes.
Better than threes. Yeah. I feel you stupid. This is a unique season with COVID. How would that play you and I'm trying to get your opinion on how it would play on trying to determine a championship again, and do you think that they should go back to the bubble?
You know what? They probably would go to the bubble. They haven't said this, but I'm predicting that when the playoffs come, they will go in the bubble, because it's more at stake, right? You can't stop. Once you start that, it's going to be hard to say, okay, well, this team can't play. You see how they postponing games now? You're not going to be able to do that so easily when it's down to just the playoff teams, and all these networks are riding on this money. They riding on having a game on their station so they can make this money. It's gonna be too much money involved for them to have to postpone something. So I think they will go in the bubble again just for the playoffs. But during the regular season, I think we can postpone the game. This person got exposed. But they're not gonna play that, because if the Lakers have an outbreak and there's no LeBron, how do you do that?
Now because of that statue of LeBron's name and just how much weight he holds that comes with his name, say he does miss time close to playoffs or things like that, you think they would at least consider maybe postponing and sit and pausing the season?
Yeah, they'll do some unfair stuff. they're not going. Come on, they ain't got more opportunities to have LeBron making deep playoff runs and finals appearances like that. So they're not gonna waste this one. It's just too much money involved, man. And that's another reason why I had to be more objective when viewing this sport, because I understand that with so much money involved, you're not going to get 100% pure basketball. You're going to get some other stuff involved with it, because it's just too much money to leave it up to chance, where you might end up having a Toronto Raptors and San Antonio Spurs championship game. You just can't leave all that up to chance. You got to kind of take some of this, they trying to sell entertainment, so they got to make sure that happens.
Yeah, that's kind of what we touched on Monday's show, man.
Yeah, did.
And how the NBA is trying to pretty much capture as much viewership as possible. But you know what's crazy? I did see fans in the stands in Houston. It wasn't a lot because I know Texas they're pretty lenient on.
But let's look at this. Even last season they played in a bubble. You have no issues.
No
issues. Now you cross over, still sport. Why look at NFL? Who some played the bubble, some didn't. Look at all the issues you had. So the wise thing would be, let's go back into this damn bubble.
I mean,
but
it's controlled. I mean,
that's what you need. I mean, that's just me. But
I'm just saying, with just like, because you see all the postponements and the outbreaks.
Yeah.
Like, the basketball team is made of what, 15 guys.
Yeah.
Like, NFL, there was cats getting like literally like a whole team was getting 16, 17 cats. Like, translate that to basketball with no control of this COVID. Like, that's pretty much your whole squad. Like, might have to sit down. Because they like that's why KD had to sit down. What he sit down what Melvin 4 days?
About 4. I think he missed 3 or 4 games. They missed 3 or 4, and I think Philly they dressed 8 people one game. They had to postpone like 3 or 4 games. It's a lot of stuff going on, man. And if they don't get a hold of it,
boss. That's my team. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know how you become a Celtic fan and you've been in Carolina all life.
Agree.
I was about to say that had to be something.
It's just like the Patriots. Bro. My grandfather.
Yeah, I still
Patriots all day long.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So don't judge me.
You've been stuck with Cam all your life.
That is a very sore spot and tender spot. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about this, but I still want Mel's opinions on a couple of things. Speaking of football, since we touched on Cam. Yeah, let's run into that. I've been seeing some reports, man. They are talking about getting Urban Meyer to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think they just finalized it.
Did they?
I think they just announced it.
Okay, so
yeah, I think it's official now.
So if that's official, because I know I saw the reports earlier, they were talking about it, but
I heard the buzz. But
yeah, I heard the buzz, but I heard they said heavy talking, and that's code for it. You're about to get the bag. What do you
official.
Yeah. So what do you think, in your opinion, what does that do with the number 1 pick?
See, a lot of people think that he would take his quarterback from Ohio State. I don't think he will. I think the last time that happened was when old boy from the Redskins drafted Danny Warfel, and that went horribly wrong. Yeah. Yeah. I don't see that happening. But my opinion about this hire, it's cool. If you can catch lightning in a bottle, you never know if you're gonna have the next not Steve Carroll, but Pete Carroll. You never know if you got Pete Carroll. You never know if you got old buddy Spurrier. It can be either or. With Urban Meyer, man, it's hard, man, because when you look at how he ran his offense in college, he utilized his quarterback as a runner a lot. With Tebow in Ohio State, and none of his quarterbacks have ever came to the league and done anything. I don't care who it is. Tebow didn't do nothing. What's the quarterback that was after Tebow?
I can't remember.
Was it Leak? Was it Leak?
No, Chris Leak was
Florida State
before Tebow.
No, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Leak was before Tebow, because Chris Leak was down. He went to Independence down in Charlotte.
Okay. Well, in either case, I don't care if it's Terrell Pryor or Ohio State or Florida. Quarterbacks are trash.
Nothing.
Right.
Braxton Miller got switched to wide receiver.
Mm-hmm. Now I did like Smith. He was pretty decent, but yeah, Troy Smith was pretty good, but Flacco took his job because he got hurt the last preseason game. Troy Troy Smith was going to be the Ravens starter, and he got hurt, and they had to throw Flacco in. He never got his spot back, but he looked really good in those preseason games I seen. So I thought he had some promise. He just needed to get another shot. But my point is, what kind of pro coach is he going to be? What's going to be his philosophy? What style is he going? All that stuff, man. And I just don't see what he do in college translating to the pros, unless he just has some really good coordinators to run his offense, and he's just focused on being like a head coach that gives the direction. So we'll see.
Because I and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but from what I gather, what you're saying, because like he's never really done nothing to prove that he can coach in the NFL. Because let's be honest, in Ohio State, you're getting like top 5 recruits damn near every year. So you're getting close to the cream of the crop, but they're not getting SEC like Alabama, recruit classes, but you're usually in top 5 every year.
Right.
So, I mean, that's an advantage to have superior athletes.
Right. Yep. And you running gimmick plays and a college offense with Pete Carroll. He ran a pro style offense with USC. So even though Matt Leinart and the quarterbacks that came up out of USC, didn't do no better at the pros, but they still ran a pro style offense. They was making reads and all that stuff, but they suffered from the same thing. They had elite talent, and you just go steamroll most teams in college like that. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see, man.
Okay. Now, going back to that number 1 pick, Justin, you said he's going to, in your opinion, you're going to go with Trevor Lawrence.
I think so. Yeah. There's no way he go. There's no way he take Justin Fields. No way.
That's what I'm saying. I want you to put on your GM hat. You still sticking with that decision, and why?
Yeah, because number 1, they need a quarterback, right? And go ahead.
No, I was saying very true. I was agreeing with you.
Oh, yeah. They need a quarterback, and if you start in the franchise, I guess you can take the route that Jimmy Johnson did, where he, traded his best player and got a bunch of draft picks and built up his O-line and all that stuff. But at that point, he had a player like Herschel Walker where he could trade. Jacksonville don't have nothing like that. So they can't make like no smooth maneuver and say, let me take this and flip it for that. He can't do that. He just got to take what's best available and what you need right now, which is a quarterback. So take that and then see what you can build around that quarterback. You gave up your running back. He's gone. You gave up Fournette, but you got Robinson. He's pretty good. They don't have really a receiver for them to throw to. I don't know what that line looking like either, because I never watched any Jacksonville games this year. But
there ain't nothing to watch.
they gave up Ramsey. Defense is trash.
What is it to watch?
There's nothing.
They need everything. They need everything. So when you need everything, what would y'all take first? If you need everything, what would you take?
Oh, you always got to take quarterback. No, you're right. That's the cornerstone. If you don't have a quarterback, you don't have a chance to get a championship.
Heck no, because you have nothing to drive your team. That's
just football.
But that's how I look at it. You don't have nothing to drive your team. That's your main driving point. You just gonna be sitting there, but you're gonna defense everybody on offense. What? No, that's not how it works.
But you know what? I think he might have some. I hate to say it, man. He might have some Matthew Stafford years. Trevor Lawrence for a minute.
Yeah, he will. Looking at Jacksonville and all the things they need, Trevor Lawrence is a no-brainer. Even Urban Meyer, when he was like, an analyst, he was highly praising Trevor Lawrence anyway.
Yeah.
So making that connection is not hard to say he'll take him over Fields.
Yeah.
And then when
I know how the Ohio State talk that hurts your feelings.
No, I'm good with that. That's the point I was going to bring out earlier about that. But you look at that. Then after that, you just got to take the next. You got to take the best player available after that, because you got so many holes to fill. And I think in his situation, if you're trying to point out certain players, you'll miss some gems along the way because you need so much stuff. Now, it'd be different if you're a few players away. Mm-hmm. Then you can say, okay, I need this particular,
pinpoint exactly.
Right, I need this particular cornerback. I need this particular running back. But in his situation,
yeah,
really he got gold because the best available player is Trevor Lawrence, and that's who you need anyway.
Yeah,
you need a quarterback anyway. So I think in his situation, for the first pick, it's no brainer.
And they got draft capital like crazy
Yeah,
since they
and you
traded
got money.
away everybody.
I guess my biggest thing too is when you're considering Urban Meyer, to watch what he does as far as his staffing.
Mm-hmm.
I think what he needs to do is staff NFL coaches.
No, minds.
And minds. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Because it's some things he needs to learn too. There's a learning curve for him. And I think if he goes and try to staff college coaches, not to say that anything can happen, but in general, he's going to miss that learning curve.
And I think that's piece of what Mel was saying.
Right.
That can easily turn him into Spurrier real quick.
Right. And see with Spurrier, here's the difference I see between Spurrier and Urban Meyer. Spurrier always think he's the smarter person in the room. He ends up outsmarting himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I think that with Urban Meyer, has a good football mind, he seems that he doesn't mind learning what he knows what he knows, he knows what he don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think that right there is great for the situation he's in, because the things he don't know, that type of person will put the people around him that help him know what he don't know.
I feel you.
All right.
Now, but here's my
makes a lot of sense.
Here's my biggest question. He has commitment issues.
Yes.
I mean,
so a lot of men.
So I mean,
another show.
Yeah, that's
an I.O.W.
Yeah, we can't put that on the sports show.
That's an I.O.W.
we can't
topic.
put that talk. We talking sports because you better open up a whole can of worms.
Whole can of worms.
Yeah, you talking about the lions was about to blow up. The females was like,
hello. Females be watching Sport Talk today.
What that nigga say?
Let me tell you why Ray can't come here. Let me tell you.
Well, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, so would you put that in like some type of consideration, Mel? Hiring him about
that Mel, this Mel.
Our guest.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Our guest Mel.
Use that nigga. We'll just refer to you as that nigga for the rest of the show.
Thank you. I need some kind of clarity.
Wouldn't you at least put that in consideration about? I mean, his commitment issues has been publicized. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, what did his commitment issues come from? Like he left Ohio State when he had cancer, right?
No, I'm saying he left Florida. That was Utah. Supposedly. Did he?
Yeah, he stayed in Utah that long.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He won a couple in Florida, then left Florida.
Then he left Florida.
Then he waited a minute. Then he went to Ohio State.
No, but he got axed from Ohio State because of that whole his assistant.
Well, I don't think he got axed. I think he left before it came down.
Yes, because he knew about the whole domestic situation.
Right. Yeah, but I'm saying,
so that was like a resignation.
Then he kept saying prior to that, he kept referring to his health.
Okay.
When he's in Ohio State, he kept referring to his health and talked, a lot of things behind the scenes are saying he may leave because of his health, and they became an analyst. Then he said he's not going back because of his health. And then all of a sudden,
then he got hired to Fox.
You know what I'm saying? Now so he in Jacksonville. So to your point, it's got to be in the back of your mind, but at the same time, and you in Jacksonville's situation, you have to take the best portion available. You need someone to get you out of that gutter.
Yeah, and at the same time, like I said, they're trying to catch lightning in a bottle, so they don't know what they're getting with Urban Meyer. So they might have the same commitment issues too. Like they're not committing to him for real. Like, who knows if they looking long term, like we want you to be the coach for 10, 15 years. They're not really saying it, right? They're just gonna see what they can get from him. Mm-hmm. If he's able to come in and hit it, then cool. Then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But right now, I think they both are looking at each other like this is an experiment. We go try you. We go try you out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I can go with that.
So they courting each other. They dating.
Yeah, they courting.
No ring is as I'm looked at right now.
no ring.
No ring right now.
So they like what the first serious relationship.
Right.
They playing house.
Yeah, you trying to feel like
we're not going to Jared just yet.
They playing house. Let's see if we can cohabitate together. See how this work out.
I'm still gonna hit it though.
Listen,
chill.
Playing house.
No, chill.
Oh, wrong show.
Definitely wrong show.
Look, both of us.
We got guests in the building. I need y'all to act right.
I'm trying, man.
Okay, I'm lying. I'm foolish as hell. Yeah.
Hey, Lamar, it's one of those things where you heard all the bad things about this person in their past relationship, but you thinking it's gonna be different with you.
Right.
Yeah, you feel like you the golden ticket that can change them.
Oh damn, man! See, you trying to make our show real relatable to the females right now. I'll bring you on more often.
So what you trying to say is that Jacksonville's Captain Save Ho?
Yeah.
Don't save her. I don't want to be saved. Don't save her. I don't want to be saved. Don't save her. I want to be saved.
Shout out E40.
Nah, that wasn't E40. That 3-6 Mafia, boy.
Yeah, that was 3-6 because Country Black was doing all that dancing at the.
Yeah. Right.
I was like, all right,
what you doing?
Hey, man, say, man.
And don't be coming on and embarrass me else on the show.
I
don't know. That nigga, what do you expect?
Did you catch a contact my shit, boy?
Not yet.
Keyword big. Yeah. Anyway, because it's almost time we're getting ready to lose our guests. What are the topics we got on this roster? Have we done our picks? What we?
No. We gonna get to our picks.
Because I'm
not. I'm just saying because I just wanted to use this time to get from Mel to just talk about his opinions about sports.
Listen, I love his opinions.
Hey,
you must be on more often.
Who went in the Super Bowl, bro?
Oh man, you got that terrible towel right there.
Man, don't do that. Don't do that.
Now, okay, so I'm
gonna
go with my educated guess, and then I'm gonna go with the guess that I would use if I was betting. Right.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
If I was betting, I'm going with the Chiefs.
Right.
Here's why. That's good stock. It's a good story for the NFL. Is good for entertainment, all that good stuff, man. Like you got to ride who the NFL is riding, and the NFL is riding with the Chiefs. Same thing with the NBA. The NBA is riding with LeBron and the Lakers. Like after Kobe passed, if you was betting against the Lakers, you was a dummy.
Right.
Idiot.
Right.
For real.
You got to be able to feel who the NBA or who the NFL is, who their darling is, and who they're riding with, and that's your best bet. Now, as far as pure football, who I think they can beat the Chiefs, I said it on the last episode of Man Down. I think that the surprise factor that Buffalo could pose to them, that Buffalo could upset them. I'm not saying they're a better football team at all, but I think
they look good this year.
Right, they had the ability to upset them.
Sure.
Yep. And I think if Buffalo doesn't do it in the Super Bowl, I think Green Bay can do it.
Hello, that's my pick right there.
See, Green Bay defense kind of suspect.
Green Bay.
Don't get me wrong; they haven't been playing a whole lot better in the second half, but I think their defense is so suspect.
But I said it at the beginning of the season.
That right there kind of now Buffalo. I think it has a good chance, and I think that Buffalo is. I think it's a better story.
Oh yeah,
because you can point to those 4 years they went with Kelly and them and lost. And then when they draft, what I'm saying when they drafted Josh Allen.
I'm not being a homer. I'm just because you asked me to be objective.
Right.
I'm just saying when you look, I've seen a lot of primetime Buffalo Bills games.
Right.
And of course I'm a Chiefs fan, so I see all the Chiefs fans.
Of course.
Games.
Right.
I'm just saying there's a 1 week I will see plays that literally are written up from the Chiefs. And I'm not bullshitting. Either a week or 2 weeks later, it shows up in a Buffalo Bills primetime game. That's all I'm saying.
But my thing is, in any situation, you're learning to gain. So if I'm gunning to beat you, if I'm gunning to do what I need to do, because I know there's a chance and I'm gonna get to you guys, why not go ahead and do and study what y'all are doing and perfect it so I can use it against you?
But at the same time, you can't use that against me. That offense that the Chiefs defense sees in practice is that Chiefs offense.
Listen,
if you think that Buffalo is going to go out there and run a play that they see in practice every day,
but this is the thing.
No way.
But this is the thing. They can run it in practice all day long. They can see it and run it. all the Buffalo has to do is find that one little hole or switch that one little thing, and they got it. That's it. And Buffalo has the potential to do that.
Okay, BB, I'll give you that because our defense is suspect.
It's as hell.
I'll give you that.
I'll give you that. But I also said it at the beginning of the season. And this is why I said Green Bay, and I like that Melvin said it too. We said at the beginning of the season, AR has a chip on his shoulder right now. He's gunning. Now their defense, they've played with my emotions all season.
Okay, then I would say Green Bay and Kansas City's pretty much mirror image of each other there.
And they are.
I think Kansas City defense better than Green Bay.
They are. They do mirror a lot.
I'm saying if you bring in the stats, they might. But I'm just saying, like, let's go off to what you see.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think
both of those defenses are opportunistic.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree on that.
Say that.
I can agree on that.
I can say that.
Because they'll give up yardage all day. Mm-hmm. And every now and then try to get a turnover to try to steal a possession. Because they know who they got as quarterback. They're not worried about.
Yeah, I'll say that.
But if both teams do not tighten their defense up, then it's not going to be a piss poor of a game to watch.
Hey, the NFL want that State Farm Super Bowl, dog. I'm telling
you. State Farm Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Well, Green Bay got to get past. They got to get past Tampa Bay, man. And Tampa Bay got a killer pass rush.
They do,
and they got good linebackers, and that's gonna spell disaster for Aaron Rodgers if he don't, if he not able to figure it out. Because they already played this earlier this season, and it was a disaster.
Right.
So, I just want to mention Jessica said, "Go Bills."
Go Bills.
Yeah,
we hear you, Jessica.
Yeah, thank you, Jess.
I'm with you.
Right now, all of us are.
I can't say go Lions, so I gotta pick somebody else.
When's the last time you've been hurt? Go Lions.
The last time I went to sleep.
When's the next time you gonna be able to say "Go Lions" in your dreams again?
In my dreams,
I ain't gonna harp on your boys too bad because y'all just got a new GM. I think he was.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let's see what he can rebuild.
Anyway, it's about that time, Melvin, my brother. Hey, real quick question: What made you come up with the name of Man Down? Just explain that real quick before you plug and get up out of here.
Mark Jackson, hands down, Man Down. I like that, so that when I think about sports and I think about basketball, man, I think about that, and my motto is if you can shoot, and you're a great athlete, you're probably going to be a great player too. So shooting.
Go Lions, that's right, Dante. I'm going to cut you off. My nephew in here, I had to give him his props.
He a homer too.
Okay, I'm sorry, bro.
No. I was done. That's why I got it from Mark Jackson when he said
Man down.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's what's up.
Hey, Melvin, tell the people where they can reach you at, man. Plug away.
Man Down Podcast Network on YouTube, and you can and Man Down Podcast Network on Facebook. Also the Man Down group on Facebook as well. And then we're streaming on all platforms that stream podcasts, and you can catch us there.
Oh man, hey, I really appreciate you coming on the show, man. Go ahead, do what you go do, man. I love what you're doing over there. I'm always continue to support. Let me know when you start getting some merch. You got some merch? Because I'm down. I'm down for supporting, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, I'm working on that. I ain't got it where you can buy it yet, but this will be our logo on some of the things. We actually got 2 logos, but whenever it is available and all that stuff, I had that stuff posted on the YouTube page.
I bet that. Hey, again, I appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Peace.
Be good, brother.
Man.
Yep.
I love it when we have good guests like that.
That's
wonderful. Good job.
No, literally, like, and then I'm actually have another host of the Man Down Podcast on our Monday show.
Listen,
shout out to Big J.
What's up, Big J? I won't be here, so hey,
Mr. Coltrane. He's also a Chiefs fan, just so you know. So he knows what's really good. But no, let's jump into our picks.
Let's do it.
Pause. What you pausing for?
Because I wasn't here Monday.
What you mean?
Let me.
Monday. I wasn't. Monday.
I know y'all didn't pick Monday, but I just have to say, I'm mad because of the way Cleveland.
What did Pittsburgh?
That's a whole nother.
No. Let's go ahead and talk about it though. Let's talk about. Matter of fact,
it wasn't even the first 5 minutes of the game.
Let's go
14 seconds.
Like,
talk about it.
How can Pittsburgh? I'm talking to y'all. Let me look at right. Pittsburgh.
I know. Me and Mel already talked about it.
What?
So you go ahead and get it.
The hell?
Is this get your shit off your chest?
It is. Cause
No. We ain't switching. We just gonna let her have her. Yeah.
Because right now, Pittsburgh, y'all owe me $150.
Oh damn! Play it again. That's why she mad, dog.
Y'all owe me 150 bones, bro.
Oh damn!
Man,
wait, hold on. I gotta ask, what made you make that bet?
A coworker at work, man, talking cash money.
They was a Browns fan.
Yeah, and they were talking.
You took the bait.
And they were talking cash money.
You took the
because
bait.
if you look at the season Pittsburgh had,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen, I had to go off stats and verse. I hate Cleveland. Period. You know, and I have to, I have to suck it up too and say I'm sorry, Maurice. On live because he's a Browns fan and I called him out last time.
Oh,
and
was this part of the bet too?
No, he wasn't part of the bet. This was about somebody. This bet was somebody else.
Oh,
but I called him out last time on live, and I was like, "Yeah, you can say bye bye to your Browns. I am a woman of honesty, and I must eat my words." But y'all not getting past KC. Y'all are not getting past KC.
What's that?
Yeah. When I tell you, I was at work.
All year.
I was at work like my phone like this. You gotta be kidding me! I literally tossed this exactly phone underneath the conveyor belt. I was done.
Hey, that whole weekend of football, I literally turned that joint off at halftime because I was like, man, it's done. Just because Pittsburgh just wasn't that team to come back from a deficit like that.
And that's what pissed me off so bad. It's like, y'all didn't even start the game where y'all needed to start off at. Like, how can you saw how they came? Man. So by your first time out, no matter which team called it, y'all should have regrouped, replanned, and went to execute. Y'all just sat there and looked at the ball.
They dug themselves into a hole too quick.
Very, very quickly.
It was hard for you to dig themselves out. Cleveland got the momentum, and you up 28-0. Roethlisberger looked like a deer in the headlight.
It's about time for him to go ahead and sit it down, though.
Right.
I mean, I think the only way you would literally ask Ben to come back is to be like, bro, like, so when your contract, but we gonna go ahead and draft a quarterback. Like, I need you to be ultimate team player, or just go ahead and move on.
I think it's time to move on. I think that the way he looked this year. The way he's been looking the last couple years, but we're gonna go with this year. The way he's looking this year, I think it's time to move on because
Ben used to scare people.
Right.
That's scare effective.
He's not even scaring a scarecrow right now.
Yeah.
Just saying.
He looked bad, man. I mean, it's some games that I ain't gonna say Cam Newton bad, but he was looking horrible. And it wasn't for that defense. The defense kept them in a lot of games.
But then the defense started getting injuries.
Yeah, and they started getting injuries and stuff like that. But I say we went for that defense, man. They'd have lost a lot more games than they did.
Oh, no, they wouldn't even.
You know what I'm saying? It was some games that they started off like real slow, and the defense got a couple touchdowns.
It was week 2.
Yeah,
when Denver almost got them.
Yeah,
and then Cowboys almost got them. Then Texans almost got them.
Right,
and
it was the defense. The defense kept them in.
Oh yeah.
So I think now's the perfect time. They ain't got rid of offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So you get a new coordinator,
a
new quarterback, and you just kind of start that new chapter. Yeah. Go ahead and turn it over. Come off next season with a new mindset, do everything. And I think you can build. I think you can come back fast if you start off now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you wait till.
You think they'd go get Trey Lance?
Ooh.
Hey, that's actually good, man.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, actually, that might be a good.
Come on with your GM hat moving around and things.
I say this so just in case they want to put a bag in a man's pocket.
First of all, they need to put a bag. The NFL need to put a bag in the show, period, because we done predicted a whole lot this season.
A lot of coaching fires. I saw. A lot. We saw coming.
Now the only other upset I had from last week was the Seahawks in LA.
I mean,
that was a toss-up game.
It was.
I mean, I think that game could have went either way.
I was expecting just a little bit more from the Seahawks, just
because they've been up and down this season too.
Yeah, they've been up and down, but
some parts because of the injury to the defense. Some of the games.
Yeah, but the Rams just they literally have a
Rams defense,
legit defense.
Their defense ain't no joke.
And like,
I mean, you got Aaron Donald. That's all you need to know.
You know what?
I mean, Jalen Ramsey. You know, I'm
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. The Rams are technically because they are technically a physical team because are we 100% sold on Jared Goff?
No.
I'm not.
The fact that you saw how quick all of us answered.
No, because I'm just saying.
He's a game manager.
Look, I said it last. Him and Baker, to me, the same boat. No run game.
Right. He's a game manager. I mean, in this day and age, the way the NFL is, a game manager can win you a Super Bowl.
I take that now.
Yeah,
because Alex Smith was a game manager.
But what Alex Smith? I mean,
he gets you to playoffs.
And that was
the year that he went down when Colin Kaepernick took him to the Super Bowl.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Then by that time, it was kind of like the NFL kind of gave up on him. Then, he had a bad injury. He came back. He's in Washington.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's not a good situation for him.
No, but I'm just saying because
no weapons.
Yeah, that's Washington. But I'm saying he had weapons in Kansas City.
Yeah, he did.
And to his credit, he turned the winning culture. He started that.
Well, I'll give him that. I think the KC, when he was in KC, his situation in KC was a little different because
he had weapons.
No, on top of that, I'm talking about he wasn't fully developed. And then when he was kind of coming to that, the injury hit him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that
I'll say this. His last year in Kansas City before Mahomes took over.
Right.
He threw up like 4 and some change yards, like 26, 27 TDs,
right?
Low interceptions. Of course, he's not going to turn it over.
Right.
But I'm saying, yes, game managers can give you winning regular seasons.
Right.
Success in playoffs, maybe. But I'm saying as in championship,
I still think they should give you a championship.
You still need but if that offense isn't clicking and you don't have a comparable defense, there's no way you win a championship.
Right, but I'm saying, but they had a good defense. Washington has a good defense. I mean, Washington has a good defense.
I was about to say, don't say Kansas City.
No. I was going to say,
did we just miss
San Fran? He had a good defense.
San Fran, he did.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that he kind of missed. I hate to say missed opportunity, but he was hurt.
But you know what I'm saying, because he didn't get it, because in his San Francisco situation, he had an injury.
Right.
Colin Kaepernick just happened to hit lightning in the bottle.
Right. I mean, but Kaepernick wasn't a horrible quarterback.
No.
When he took Alex Smith job, no, he was probably one of the top 5 in the league at that time.
I think Kaepernick situation too, when he started decline, it was just like the way the team started to kind of come apart a little bit and started decline. And not to say that Kaepernick was a top 10 quarterback.
Heck no.
But he had the running ability.
But now you're talking
he wasn't accurate. He wasn't accurate enough.
Are you talking about on the decline, or are you talking about when he first got his shot? Okay, I just want to clarify because I can easily say.
I think that Kaepernick could have went to another situation and still excelled. Well, he won a Super Bowl. I can't say that, but I think he would have excelled and had a better career in another situation. Because sometimes, especially in NFL, sometimes you can like get so far with a team, and then you kind of like far as you can go with that particular team. You get to another situation, it's almost like you hit reset and start over again. Yeah, and you can. I mean, look, Jeff Hostetler in the Giants.
He caught lightning in the bottom.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jeff Hostetler is not.
Trent Dilfer.
That's
the best example.
That's a good example.
That's a best example. You got a Hall of Fame defense
on
the other side.
Right.
Like literally breaking records.
Right.
Like,
I mean, you can argue that the Giants had a Hall of Fame defense.
No, they did. No, I'm saying so to your credit, this is what I said. If you don't have a comparable defense,
right,
and you just have a game manager.
I'm a defensive person. I always think defense.
I love defense.
Defense is the most important part. Is one of the most important part of it. Defensive, offensive line. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Then running back. And I'm not taking away from the quarterback. I'm not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I think the quarterback is an important part of building your team. But I'm saying that a lot of emphasis is put on having having an Aaron Rodgers, let's say that, or having a Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of emphasis is on that, but I don't think you need that to win a championship.
Okay.
Lamar can win a championship if he builds some more pieces around him. Now, Lamar ain't gonna light you up. I mean, yeah, of course, he's a prolific runner.
Yeah.
So you have, he has that.
That's a different aspect.
That's a whole different aspect.
Game.
I mean, we talked about a last show.
Can't do nothing with that.
We talked about last show, like he was outrunning people's angles.
Yeah, you can't do nothing with that.
What you gonna do with that?
Here's the thing. First of all, you can't practice that.
You can't practice that because you
got
somebody on your team that has that speed that can simulate that. There's not too many people in the NFL that you can say can simulate that unless you put a receiver in that area. You know
but they got to know how to play quarterback.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm talking about far as
because he's literally coming out of a sack,
right
in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That touchdown run he had,
man,
he was dead to rights,
man.
And then he just
right. So
and he was gone.
But I always say this about quarterbacks like that.
That boy was scooting like he owed child support.
If you want to have no garnishing this way, nigga. Nigga, dodge and garnish. No garnishment, nigga.
Like it's his student alone, switching jobs every 6 months.
I'm
So
are you my daddy?
Hey, that boy was running like he was running from the RRS. But to your point, I'm agreeing with you, but I just wanted to take it a step further.
Okay.
If you're going to be a game manager quarterback, you have to have a literally comparable defense to how dominant your offense is.
I go with that.
Is because I'm like you. I love defense.
Mm-hmm.
I have aspirations of one day being a defensive coach.
Right. And you shall be.
I'm just saying because if you don't score, you don't win.
True.
And I'm just hoping that my offense has enough. And usually, if you compare a real good defense to an explosive offense, like literally, if you put a top 10 defense on the Chiefs,
mm-hmm.
you can't beat them.
I'll give you that. I give you that.
Like if you put a top 10 defense on the Bills,
mm-hmm.
it's hard to beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You put a top 10 defense on the Packers.
What you gonna do?
What the hell you gonna do?
Right.
How you gonna beat them?
I mean, but you can kind of argue if Tampa Bay's defense will play consistent,
mm-hmm.
them and the Chiefs would be identical.
I hear you.
Yeah. Because the weapons that they have on
offense is crazy.
It's crazy.
Especially how they playing right now.
Right. It's crazy.
Yo, Godwin.
Right.
Evans. Gronkowski's been cooking. Cameron Brate, the backup's been cooking.
Then you got
AB been cooking.
AB has been.
But AB is slowly starting.
He is.
More and more, getting to the offense.
No, he's
learning. He's learning.
He's in his groove right now.
Well, I think it's more like this. I think when he first got there, Tom was trying to figure out how I'm gonna use him.
Yeah.
But Tom Brady's cooking too.
Yeah, he is. But I'm just saying to her point about AB.
About Russ cook now. Everybody cooking but Russ this playoff season, bro. Russ wasn't cooking last week. Russ was cooking last week. The grease didn't overflowed and he didn't caught the kitchen on fire.
Russ got rusty.
Hey, somebody go get the fire.
It's a grease fire.
Don't
put that.
But to her point, you know what I'm saying? I think that Brady was trying to figure out how Zach I'm gonna use
right. That's what I mean by learning. It was a learning experience
not
for that.
It's a new team.
It's a new team. Right. He got to figure out. He got to figure out how he's gonna fit in. And it's like slowly they start. You saw little pieces. Okay, we're gonna do this. Came out the backfield, quick screens. You know what I'm saying? Help them use his speed and stuff like that. Now it's like wow.
So speaking of Tampa Bay and them boys, how y'all match up with the New Orleans Saints? Who y'all picking?
Good game.
Who y'all picking? Come on now.
Here's my thing.
Here's my thing with the game. Before we go into these picks, I'm remind everybody of Super Bowl predictions.
Oh yeah.
So Lex went Kansas City and Green Bay.
Yep.
She said Green Bay was going with the go ahead, bring the Lombardi back. All right. Mel went Kansas City and Tampa Bay.
I did.
He said Tampa Bay coming out with it.
I did.
And my predictions already jacked up because I went Kansas City, Seattle. And then Rust and burnt the rice
for the first time. He is really messed up on his brain.
He burnt the rice. Man, how you gonna burn the rice, man?
Come on, use it as rice pilaf.
Come on, yeah. Can't make no rice ball. Can't make nothing. Can't even try to form it into a ghetto risotto. Nothing. He done burnt the rice. So, all right, Tampa Bay, New Orleans, what's up? Obviously, you got to go.
Here's my thing.
So, just give me a quick synopsis.
I'm gonna give a quick synopsis. That would be my pick.
I know you pick. I see your Super Bowl predictions.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think that if Tampa Bay can contain Kamara, I ain't gonna say stop him.
Contain him.
Just contain him. Keep him at bay.
Because he's an all-purpose yard.
Right. Keep him at bay. I think they can win a game. I think that's gonna be the key factor.
If you keep him under, give me all-purpose yard because that's what he is. He's an all-purpose back.
You gotta keep him. And of course, you gotta keep him on 100. So keep him around like they did Henry, 40, 50 yards. You keep him around that, no more than 60. But 40, 50 yards, I think that's kind of stopping him, containing him. You know what I'm saying?
I think that takes out half of New Orleans playbook.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because they even they use him even as a decoy. Mm-hmm. Line up. I seen them line him up as a receiver. Hit him with quick screens, then hit you back with a play action. Hit him with a quick screen, line him up, and then you like, okay, I gotta guard him. You cheat your safeties up a little bit. Hit hit him with a wheel route. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of different things they use them. So if you kind of see, here's the thing about running backs. If you hold their yards down, that kind of breaks their confidence a little bit. And if you can break his confidence, even they line a receiver, he may drop a pass here and there.
I hear you.
He might be able to cause fumbles here and there. So I think that they can keep him at bay, put some pressure on Breeze. That's the formula for winning the game.
I'm going Tampa Bay too. I'm just having a hard time seeing a division opponent 3 times in one season, and expect to sweep that. That's a tough call. So, and I know New Orleans defense is top 5. They do, defense. But like I said, I'm taking off my homer hat. When Kansas City went to New Orleans, literally Kansas City could do whatever the hell they wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're comparing Tampa Bay to Kansas City as weapon wise on offense, I can't, because those 2 games, I know they want to say, "Oh, we swept, man, we whooped that." I get that, but this is to me, this is
a different animal.
Not only that, this is just a different team.
Right.
We just named off A.B. Cooking, Cameron Brate, Gronkowski, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Mike Evans is no slouch.
But here's the thing about Godwin, though. Stop dropping the ball.
Yeah, he had that boy has some bricks.
Dropping the ball, bro. Hey. He dropped a couple touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? If he played a solid game too. Think about a couple of times he dropped them touchdowns.
Yeah, he did. But you add that weaponry to a 6-time champion.
Right.
A guy Tom Brady is smart with the ball.
Right.
Like, to me, all those struggling times is done. Tom's in his groove right now. And he's had more time to throw the ball. Like that offensive line last week, what they did to literally that top 4, what Washington been doing, they've been destroying cats up front.
Right.
Yeah.
And Tom wasn't touched.
It kept them at bay.
Kept them. And that's exactly what we said. If Washington couldn't get to Tom, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
And they couldn't.
Right.
So, I mean,
that's the same predicament.
That offensive line has seen premier pass rush.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sorry, New Orleans. Tampa Bay got this one.
Yeah, that's Tampa Bay across the board.
Y'all not touching Tom.
It was gonna be Tampa Bay anyway for me because I love Tom. Hey, miss you. We miss you.
Yeah, y'all sure do miss him in New England.
We do.
He gave y'all too much love. 6 championships, and he stuck around for them last a few seasons when that boy had nothing around.
Not a nickel, not a pot to piss in.
I see why y'all Patriots fans be loving on time the way y'all do, because every time y'all talk about time,
loyalty.
Yeah, I see why y'all love time. I see it now that he ain't there no more. It's much clearer now.
Whole different team.
What?
Yeah.
Whole different team.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
all right. What's next pick?
Los Angeles Rams, Green Bay Packers.
We know who I'm going with.
Oh, yeah, you going GP? Yeah, we know that.
I don't know, man. I want Green Bay to win so I can see Green Bay and Tampa match up. I'm gonna go Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm going Green Bay. This is not a diss to the Rams because I think they defense is hella fire.
Jared Goff.
That's what I'm saying.
Jared Goff.
And I know his thumb in the surgery. I get it, but if you suited up and you played last week, they're saying you good enough.
And thank you.
So
thank you.
You need to be hellified this week,
right?
And I think Green Bay is at least decent enough on defense to give him fits.
Yeah,
because he's not an elite quarterback.
Right.
And then, yes, Aaron Rodgers is facing the Rams defense, but still, there's Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
AR.
To me, that this comes down to quarterback. Green Bay has enough offense to still, 14, 21 points, and can are you guaranteed to at least get 2-3 touchdowns from Jared Goff? Are you guaranteed?
No guarantee. Not with him.
Green Bay.
Oh, so we're going with Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay.
All right, let's go to Cleveland Browns, Kansas City.
Can we go to the next one,
please? Go on to the next one. Are we all? Wait, hold on, y'all.
Wait, come
on. The Browns just did what they did to Pittsburgh. We just gonna disrespect
them
like
next,
that?
Yes.
I just lost $150. You damn right I'm gonna disrespect them. If you don't put KC underneath my damn name.
I'm just saying though, y'all.
You got me cussing real bad today.
I'm just saying.
Not bad. You can do worse.
I could do worse. I have done worse. Y'all have heard worse.
I'm saying we just don't disrespect.
Y'all have said worse.
So
whoa,
hey, look at here.
Hey, are you seeing that? Are you seeing the table at the FBI or something?
Snitching like
that. They offer you a pack of cigarettes. What's going on?
I'm just saying, y'all said worse when it comes to cussing. I didn't tell nothing.
Okay, that's not a lie. I know I have.
Right.
Why, nigga? Why? Can we go to the next pick?
Go, because
that's denial. I can't stand that guy.
Let's go to the next one.
So we're not even gonna talk.
No.
All right.
Come on, man. Next one.
Okay.
Just unanimous across the board. There's nothing else to speak on.
It's Cleveland. What you gonna talk about?
So it's just one and done.
They
broke their curse and they good.
Yes.
You know how that is. Skeet out on it. You ain't got Lexi doing it. You know what I'm saying? You got Lexi doing it. She know what time it is.
Trying to skeet
out.
The fact that the only reason he want to talk about it is because it's his boy.
No, I'm just.
There's nothing to
talk about my boys.
Exactly.
No, because that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
So enjoy the fact that we are all on the same page.
I said, are we just gonna just brush over Cleveland?
We are.
All right.
Ain't nobody here from Ohio. Keep it moving.
Right. And let's keep it moving before my phone start blowing up about dang Baltimore and the Bills.
You over here sound like you don't even like the Ohio players, man.
Jesus.
I can't say that. I do like Ohio.
Oh, I was right.
My uncle's from Ohio.
To me, matchup of the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens.
This is
Buffalo Bills.
This is a toss-up game.
That's a good game.
This is the prime time game.
Oh yeah. I'm going Buffalo.
I'm about to say, yeah, I'm going to go Buffalo. Rams has had a really good season. Buffalo right now is looking stronger and stronger and stronger right now, in my opinion. And they came ready to play. They proved that last week. They've proved it most of the season.
Shout out to my man Eric. I'm going Buffalo, man. I'm gonna support your team.
Y'all both going Buffalo.
Yeah,
I'm going Buffalo. I love I love Rams. I love Ravens. But yeah,
I like the Ravens. I like Lamar. I want to see,
and that's why I'm going Baltimore.
Not that nigga.
Yeah.
Lamar.
Oh, you don't like me? I like you.
Not why you.
Lamar shows up, but Lamar can also. He's got some improvement that he could have done a little bit different. There were some holes in last week's game.
I didn't like the interception.
No, and that's my problem. If he's already doing that,
now here's the thing. Tennessee, up until Lamar got that run, they kind of kept him at bay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not to say that Lamar can't break one any given time. Right. He can't. He has that speed, he has that talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if Buffalo could produce that first half like Tennessee did, and Josh Allen, puts up numbers, it's gonna be hard for Buffalo.
That's my thing.
For the Baltimore.
But that's my thing. I don't think that it's not that I don't think that they can. I know that they will. Mm-hmm. They are in a place to where they are studying. They came ready for this. Like with the season they've had, with how they played the Colts last week, they came ready for this. Lamar, you already know we've had him on our top, quarterback list for a minute. He's great. He's got the speed. He's got the ability.
Right.
But like Lamar said, or maybe you said that interception.
That's Lamar.
Yeah, that interception puts me a little bit on shaky ground with him, because if you're not A1 focused from every point, you have no playoffs. You have no room to screw up anywhere.
Right.
Nowhere.
I mean, that's the name of the game.
It's not the best.
Who's going to make the less mistakes?
Right. That proves even with last week when you look at the Steelers and the Browns. Steelers had a great season. They had some holes here and there, but the way that the Browns came in and just destroyed them, that's how the Bills are with this matchup. They're going to come in and they're going to show you, listen, I may have been the quote unquote underdog in seasons past and all that kind of stuff, but I'm coming with a vengeance and I'm coming to take the championship.
Okay.
So Bills is what I'm at.
For Man Down podcast, it says, who matches up better with KC, Baltimore or Buffalo?
Buffalo. Mm-mm. I feel like Buffalo will right now. Right now, Buffalo will. Normally I would say Ravens, but
I would say this. The way Buffalo is playing lately, I would say Buffalo.
Yep.
That only reason why I like I said only reason, but one of the reasons I will say the Ravens is because Lamar is that
he's dynamic.
He's that X factor.
And he's dynamic.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. Everything can't ride on Lamar.
No, it can't.
It can't.
But this is what I'm saying. When you got a top like rushing offense the way that they have with the dynamic ability of Lamar Jackson,
right? That
opens up the play action, the bootleg.
It does.
We saw what happened with the Cleveland game.
Yeah.
Dudes was wide open.
Right.
Very wide open.
That opens up Buffalo's defense, who is a mediocre defense at best. They're ranked in like the teens, like 15, 16. Like that opens up the chance for Lamar Jackson to hit his favorite target, Mark Andrews, the tight end, down the middle, down the seam.
So let me pose you this question.
That opens up Hollywood Brown.
Right. Let me ask you this question. How good is the Cleveland Browns? Offense-wise?
Yeah. Offense-wise, I mean, no. That offense is nasty. It has the potential to be like literally a good top 5 offense, but it all starts with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb.
And that's what I was
You got 2 number 1 running backs in your backfield.
Okay.
Let's be honest. Baker Mayfield has not had to really think too much on being a quarterback this year.
Well, okay.
He's coming off bootlegs and play action.
Now, the reason why I ask you that, the Cleveland and Ravens game, they was going back and forth for a minute.
The second game.
Right, the second game.
The first game, Baltimore blew the brakes off them boys.
Second game.
Okay, I'm just
the more recent game.
Yeah, let's clarify.
Because you're going to have somebody in the comments talking about, that's not how it happened.
Let's clarify.
Right.
They blew the doors off them boys the first game. Okay.
So, do you think Buffalo is a better offense than Cleveland?
Ew.
All right, so I'll give you Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
He's going to get his.
Yeah.
Cole Beasley,
He's a good slot receiver.
He's a win.
No, slot receiver. He's a good slot receiver.
It's not what it sounded like you said. Ignore me.
I mean, they running backs is they not trash, but they not Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt.
Right.
I can't remember his name. Singletary. He's adequate.
Mm-hmm. I think he's above average. I think he's above average.
I would say this. I would compare him to Damian Williams in Kansas City.
Okay, I get that.
A solid running back.
Yeah.
So like I said, he's adequate.
Okay.
But you got 2 number ones in the backfield in Cleveland.
Right.
I don't know, bro. I mean,
I think here. Let me say this.
The advantage. I would take Josh Allen over Baker right now. Right. Yes. Okay. So I give the quarterback to edge to Buffalo.
So for me,
yes,
the edge Cleveland has, and I'm gonna read what Man Down said because and I'm gonna go back. It says the Browns have a good O-line.
Mm-hmm, they do.
2 strong running backs.
They do.
Some weapons in the passing game.
They do.
That's a good formula to keep the ball out of Mahomes' hand.
It is.
I give you that.
That's a great.
We said
talked
that.
About that.
We said that.
I said the defensive line for the Kansas City Chiefs will have to control the trenches.
Right.
If they don't, it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah. Right.
But and to your point, what you said, does Baker have enough offense to keep up with Kansas City?
Right. And here's my thing. Going back to our original point.
Okay, yeah.
You got to give Hunt and Chubb their props.
You got to.
And that speaks to the O-line.
Yes.
That does.
It does.
To the O-line.
It starts right there.
Right. It starts with O-line.
Yeah.
So advantage Cleveland.
Yes.
Receivers, Josh Landry, top talent.
Oh, Jarvis Landry, nice.
I don't know why I said Josh. I'm thinking about Josh Allen, that's why.
Yeah, I got
Jarvis
There's too many J's.
There's too many J's in there. I think that context started to kick in. Anyway,
that's a joint. There's a J.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Joint J, Josh, Jarvis. Too many J's. But anyway, I get tongue twisted, tongue tied.
Yeah.
Anyway,
finish your thought.
Hey, on Monday, your ghost to tongue tied on both of us.
Right.
On Monday.
That was just to let y'all know I was still here in spirit.
Don't do that.
Anyway,
I saw something.
Let me finish this point.
Today, Junior.
Right. So, advantage Cleveland on those. Now, here's my thing about Buffalo. I think their receivers are more talented than Cleveland's.
Most definitely, I can agree.
All right, I'm gonna throw a wrench.
Okay.
Oh hell.
Throw a healthy OBJ in there.
He ain't there though. We can't throw.
I'm just saying.
Okay, if you don't say with OBJ, then I think Landry and OBJ are top talents.
Yeah.
Right. But see now, here's the thing: you bring pressure to Buffalo.
Yeah.
In on a path.
I'm just messing with you.
I know.
Don't put OBJ in. I just want.
I know, but I'm gonna take him out this point.
Yeah, please.
You bring pressure. You bring pressure to Mayfield.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a sack probably quicker than you will Josh Allen because he can run.
Okay.
He's bigger. He's harder.
And he's harder
to take down because he's big.
You know what?
He has a better arm.
You changed my mind.
He has a better, stronger arm.
That was nice. You could probably sell salt to a slug, boy.
I used to be a salesman. But anyway,
what else did you say? Anyway,
no,
I'm not there yet. I can't talk about it.
That's what other podcast.
Right, podcast. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So you look at that.
That's
and
good.
You add those factors into.
He did that. He slid that one in a real smooth line.
Go somewhere.
That's what she said. But boom.
Dang,
Where's Phil?
Where's Phil? Phil, where you at when we need you?
So you add those factors in. I think that gives Buffalo the advantage over Baltimore.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I know I went around about a circle to get there, but
no. Hey, we just had an organic conversation.
Yeah, but your circle made sense this time.
I think that's what makes me lean more towards Buffalo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, Buffalo, don't let me down.
Please.
Hey, I'm gonna throw a wrench in all your shit.
All right, go ahead.
So we both defensive people, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. When you talk about this matchup of Baltimore and Buffalo,
got a good defense.
They got the better defense.
But here's the thing. Here's my thing. They live and die by the blitz. Just like the teams that live and die by the 3.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
They gonna win some, and then they gonna get burned some. You right.
You blitz Allen, all your players is coming in through the hole. He get past that first line of defense.
Or he makes it out the blitz. It's a wrap.
Make out the blitz a wrap.
Yeah.
Not only that, he still has that arm. He can come out like he gonna run, chuck it down the field.
I mean, he's similar to Mahomes plays that backyard ball.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So
he's going to make magical plays.
So you have to Buffalo.
I've seen him make some crazy
right.
throws.
So Baltimore,
I'll give him that.
They're going to have to get on him quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They miss.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
I hear you. But
go ahead. I don't want to.
No, my brother. By all means, this is what we do this for. No, because you're right. I
say all that to say I'm going Buffalo.
And his decision is
final. I got you, brother. I mean, it's going to be some. It's
going to be a good game.
It's going to be some interesting.
Good game. I mean, I won't be upset if Baltimore win.
No, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't be. Now, I still want Buffalo to come through and.
I just want to see Buffalo and KC play, man.
I hear you.
I think that's going to be that's going to be another.
Because like I said, like we said last show, it's some similarities there.
Okay.
You know, I think KC has the advantage.
I already pointed out the similarities.
Yeah, I think KC has the advantage, but it's some similarities there.
Well, that sounds like the picks right there.
Sound like the picks.
I don't know.
How are you feeling about this?
No, I'm good.
Who'd you pick? Did you pick?
Yeah, I said Baltimore. Because I want to see the Baltimore KC AFC Championship game again. Well, no, not again, but I think the AFC Championship game we were supposed to get last year.
Right.
But it was Tennessee. It would have been in Baltimore, but Baltimore laid the egg.
Yeah. They try to redeem themselves.
No, they did. Hey, they shut down Derrick Henry last week.
They try to redeem themselves from get to the championship.
Not only that, they needed to win. They wanted that win.
Yeah, they had to beat Tennessee too.
Because the people that really threw that wrench in that
was Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. And they wanted to prove that, Derrick Henry, we really ain't scared of you.
Right.
They, and they came out and shut them down, which is the key.
My.
That's the key. That's
to beat Tennessee.
Everything runs through Henry in Tennessee offense,
and everything runs through Baker, not Baker, but
Chubb
and Kareem Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's gonna be a hell of a game.
I'm excited.
Hey, 4 games, and just football.
And then we're
real quick. Before we go, I know we usually do get some shit off your chest. Mm-hmm. Y'all got anything present y'all want to get on?
Go ahead. My chest.
No. Oh yeah, you already got yours out your chest.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, because I had some. I can't remember what it is. So man, I might remember.
I'm sorry. I had to jump. I had to jump the gun.
No, I just want to jump on. Of course, we had our show Monday, and we were discussing the college football national championship.
Right.
So of course it already happened. So let's just run over that real quick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know as a Michigan fan, you was happy to see Ohio State get that ass whooped.
I was. Shout out Bama.
And you was sitting there like,
I was like, yeah, no. Thought that she was talking to your homie.
I was glad Bama was doing their thing because I did not want to hear it from people that I love.
Hey, it's a whole bunch of Ohio State fans everywhere. They almost
they be everywhere now.
Sorry, Uncle Tim.
Hey, sometimes they could be.
I'm not sorry, Uncle Tim.
I'm just saying they could
got love for you, bro.
They could be obnoxious like Cowboys fans sometimes, man.
I don't think nobody's obnoxious to them niggas.
I'm just saying.
Cowboy fans delusional.
Cowboy fans.
No, because I know a lot of people. They be like, oh wait,
them niggas can go 0-16. They going to the Super Bowl.
We're still going to the Super Bowl. You watch to see.
But you see that last game they played? I'm telling you, man.
Did you see how the defense? Did you see that sack? No.
Speaking of Cowboys.
No.
Wait a minute. Let me say one point.
You want to put this in your get off your chest?
No, but you see what they picked up when they as a coordinator.
Oh, they defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn.
Why?
Him and Quinn and McCarthy together.
Why?
That's not a good formula.
I didn't see that. I missed that one. I didn't see that.
Look, all right. So since we talking about we there now.
We there now. Let's get it.
Got you down that road.
Yeah.
You open the door. The worms are coming out.
Hit it.
Get it off the chest.
There it is.
Holla at your boy.
There it is.
Say it with your chest, little ass nigga.
We there now.
That's good.
Look, Cowboys fans, I'm sorry to say it, but y'all about to be in the misery of hurt until Jerry Jones kicked the can. Hey, I know it's jacked up to say that you wish some motherfuckers just go ahead and kick the can, but I mean, y'all ain't gonna get no better I don't even know that's probably I don't give a damn. But
it don't matter. Come on.
Listen, this Cowboys, they understand it. They don't.
I'm just saying.
And it's Cowboys, they understand.
So Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator in Seattle, Legion of Boom. Mm-hmm. All right, they made his name. Mm-hmm. So then that gives him the Atlanta job.
Right.
When did he have a superior defense in Atlanta?
Never.
His offense was better than defense.
So now you take that same defensive mind and you put it on that atrocious defense that you just had.
That you call a football team.
That you call a football team.
Dan Quinn saw him.
Right.
He saw him when the Cowboys came back and Dak made the miraculous come back and they got the odds. He was there. He saw how atrocious that defense was.
Right.
What? He just said he wants a job.
Well, he got a job,
but pay for the house, nigga. I pay for the house. Got kids in college.
After the year he had, that's
come on, man. Like how exactly does he warrant getting that? I mean, look, if y'all expecting to go ahead and just miraculously just turn around this defense,
they're expecting it because it's Cowboys, so they're going to.
They're expecting
right. They're already excited and talking about it. They're like, "Yo, listen, we got Dan. We good. Watch how we come up this season." You already know the trash talk is already started, and the season is months away.
He didn't borrow Gordon Hayward's book, How to Finesse, How to Finesse a franchise.
Finesse,
because that boy he finessed the shit out of.
Cowboys.
He finessed the shit out of Boston Celtics.
Right. Man, wait a minute. McCarthy finesse first.
Oh yeah,
he was the first finesse.
He didn't have to go far to get a book.
Yeah, buddy.
McCarthy was the first finesse
because that shit he just put on tape.
He was like, sleight of hand, nigga.
Yo,
he did Jedi mind trick.
But I'm
the head coach. but Jerry Jones like, you're the head coach.
Yo, but this is what proves my point. On Jerry just makes these decisions because at the end of the day, he still is going to get paid because he's running a multi-billion-dollar company that always ranks literally in the top 5, if not the top of the Forbes list every single year.
Right.
Them jokers still is going to keep buying merchandise, still buying Cowboy this, Cowboy that. Man. Not only in America, all like global.
I was at work yesterday. So
Cowboys are global.
I had my Lions face mask on, right? So my supervisor's like, you know they come with stars on the side. I say, why, nigga, why would you mention that?
Because he talking about Cowboys.
I say, why would you care they come with stars on the side? Why would you show that in public, nigga?
Cowboys fans are everywhere.
They don't give. And he from New York.
Yo, Jerry
but
Jones,
that's the thing that they.
That's what I'm saying. He's everywhere.
Yeah. I'm saying he from New York.
Jerry Jones literally has been the probably the most successful businessman in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Them fools still buy the Kool-Aid every year, and
every year
he's going to put out
Jerry Jones. I might call him Jim Jones.
But just look at how the roster's built.
Man,
it's all offense. Mm-hmm. They have weapons everywhere,
right?
And they still couldn't get it done because you ain't got nothing to stop the other team. And you thinking hiring Dan Quinn is going to, man, I'm done. Y'all had that.
As he pushes his mic away, I guess.
Yeah, y'all had
that.
He said it with his chest. Yeah. He said it with his chest.
Stupid ass.
Well, dang.
Jerry Jones, if I was a Cowboys fan, I'd be like, Lord, forgive me. But if you can just go ahead and just do your will, Lord.
This nigga just pray for another nigga to die?
No, I did. Did I say that? Did I say that? Did I say that? Did I say that? All I said is
he used the number one church line.
Let your will be done.
Let your will be done.
Hey, all they gonna do is chalk it up to COVID shit.
Y'all know it's bad when y'all make the church girl laugh like that.
Let your will be done.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to wrap y'all up. Y'all, it's time to wrap y'all up. Listen.
Yeah, do the plugs real quick so we get up out of here, man.
Y'all already know. Check out on Facebook, I.O.W. Sports Network. Same on YouTube, I.O.W. Sports Network.
I usually do it,
you can check out the website, www.ioftenwonder. I couldn't even do it.
.com.
You'll find everything. Listen, You like one page, go ahead and like the other page. It's a network. It's a whole network together. You see, I often wonder, understand it is a network. So
shout out to Mr. Our big brother Philip Riddick.
Yes, and our Bop and Daddy Cooks. He was on here chopping it up with us a little bit earlier. And we left him. Thank you for our special guest from Man Down, Mr. Melvin. Looking forward to doing
Melvin Wall. Appreciate you again for
coming on. Way much more.
Yeah, y'all go check that out. Man Down.
Listen, I've already added them on Facebook. So listen, I'm excited to see what they got coming up. Make sure you guys are tuning in on Mondays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. live. Listen, sports will always be live for you guys. The guys will be here on Mondays. I will join them on Thursdays.
Right.
Make sure you tell a friend. Anything that y'all want to talk about sports, hit us up on our email.
Right. The number's flashing across the screen, so you can call in.
Man, you can call in live. Share it. If you're at work, try to schedule your break around it. So y'all can come talk some junk with us. You feel me?
Talk some mess.
If not, watch the replay. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm your girl, Black Bubba Watson.
That be her. Chill. Welcome on. I'm out the building.
And of course, until next time.
All right, we holla at y'all.
Deuces.
Ooh.
I like that. That's a little outro music.
Yeah, every day that's you and me. All day that's us, boo. Came through with that new thing. See, I don't know why I trust you. Crazy now, I'm just too on. Maybe now I'm just too gone. Maybe now I'm just looking for that same vibe that you on. Cause I'm out here with my boys going crazy in this bitch overseas.